9 ways to control your anger. During your day-to-day activities, you might interact with different people. The probability of not having a good relationship with everyone is high. It will all depend on your mood at that particular moment. Some people will naturally annoy you or get you angry. It might be strangers or even friends. In that regard, do you get angry? If yes, do you control your anger, or do you let your anger control you? These are some serious questions one should ask himself personally. What do you do when you get angry? Do you satisfy the requirements of your anger? By so doing, I ask, if you get mad, what do you do? Do you find a pleasant way of controlling the aggressive nature in you, or your anger controls you? Suppose it turns out to be the latter. In that case, it will have so many negative impacts on you. The best thing to do is to manage your anger well. But in managing your anger, how do you go about it? That is another point of concern that should be dealt with extensively. The reactions to anger are subjective, but in this video, we would discuss 10 tips by which you can control anger. Stay right here as we go deeper. The first on our list is cutting short all conversations that may lead to anger. Day in and out, people interact with people endlessly. During these conversations, you can be confident that things will end on a good note. Some conversations result in heated arguments and thereby lead to one party getting angry. But one thing you must know is your self-identity. Self-identity is the knowledge one has about him or herself, which are his strengths and weaknesses. At the realization of self, one should know about possible things which may lead to anger. Such signs are very much appreciated and respected. Some conversations start on a calm note and end with the exchange of fists, which does not promote a healthy relationship with others. In that sense, discussions should not be entertained to the point at which there will be such situations. Number 2. Leaving scenes when you feel you are angry. It is always better to leave a scene when conversations get heated up. Specific signs of anger begin to exhibit insults, aggression, and others from a party or different parties. Leaving such settings is the best fit for the avoidance of the worst consequence. Although leaving scenes of anger spot could sometimes be disrespectful, but that is the best way for both parties. Anger could hurt a fellow, so excusing yourself is sometimes an ideal anger management technique one can employ in everyday life. Hey, if this is your first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you will never miss any of our videos. Number 3 is taking a walk, listening to music, or speaking to a friend you think will help. During your anger moments, there are some skills you can exhibit to solve your anger issues. Some of these are walking around the environment, listening to music, speaking to a friend, and other good actions one can take personally without being advised by someone else. All these actions, one way or the other, have their way of working to help control anger. Taking a walk around in the environment is sometimes a way to ease irritation. Taking a walk gets your mind off some memories which you want to forget. After seeing some things that catch your attention in the community, you tend to have relaxed rants. Listening to music, on the other hand, makes you feel comfortable too. After listening to some melodic tunes, it calms your nerves and pampers you to ease the quantum of rage in you. Also, talking to a friend will calm you down, not someone who will motivate you and give you reasons to get angry. Speaking to a friend can let you ease the anger through jokes and other conversations that will get your mind off the incident. Number 4 is thinking before you talk or act. Generally, during anger, everyone has his or her way of handling it. Some people tend to act densely, which is immature. These include what they say and do. The devilish nature of some people in society is terrible. During your anger moments, they tend to pull your legs or say something that makes you react. In such situations, managing your anger is critical. Speaking during your angry moments could cause you to say something you wouldn't have even thought of displaying on an average day. You can find yourself in an instance where you are or could be threatening someone who will then take you on to face the law, since that is offensive. Acting during your angry moments is dangerous. During your angry moments, the mind does well not to think of something pleasant, but rather what it knows. So you need to be careful with what comes from your mouth. It will be of great mastery of skill to think before you act or speak during such events, as this could save you from a lot of unnecessary troubles. Number 5 is repeating a mantra. During angry moments, you would usually see some people murmuring and saying some things. These things are what is termed as a mantra. Mantra is a repeated phrase or some words which are said to motivate. These are mind boost, which gives you the power to continue doing something. Some examples of such terms could be, "It's all good," "I am a winner," and others. Repeating a mantra has a psychological effect on the body. Number 6 is expressing your anger calmly. Here, some people will love to express their reasons for their anger. There are countless reasons why one could get angry. Saying it is a form of managing the anger or controlling it. When it is expressed, some people feel relieved and relaxed. Expressing anger is healthy for the body, as the mind would not think about it moving forward. If you love this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Number 7 is finding a creative activity or hobby. One of the best ways to deal with anger is to find something you love doing to do. It could be about you playing games to take your mind off from anger. Doing a creative activity is also one critical anger control method. Doing creative art could involve painting, drawing, molding, designing, or anything that is a craft that could be done. Not only could creative art be done here, but rather in such a situation, you can hop on your hobbies and ease your brain of the heavy loads of anger on the mind. During this time, it is proven that the mind can imagine and do what it has not done in years. Finding a hobby could be swimming, playing the guitar or piano, or doing anything recreational. Number 8 is imagining the consequences of your anger. Getting angry is not bad, but what goes on when you are angry is something crucial that should be considered. Anger has led so many people into difficult and worst situations, like being imprisoned or even suffering death penalties due to not being patient just for a bit of time to think about the result of their anger. Getting angry is a personal feeling, but when you decide to react in a worse manner, which can be against the state's law, like taking lives and threatening people. Last on our list is being moral. Most religious bodies do talk about anger and its effects day in and out. In the Christian light, expressing or showing you are angry is not sinful, but rather the effects of your anger could lead to your sin. In the end, this goes down to loving one another. When someone offends you, you forgive him or her because of the moral aspect. Most religious bodies talk about loving your neighbor, which morally helps us to let things go. So purely, what our religious bodies teach is perfectly fine for managing anger. This brings us to the end of today's video. Make sure you share with a friend, and we will appreciate your effort in staying with us up to this point. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments section. I hope you cultivate these anger management skills to be of great importance to us in society. See you next time. Bye-bye.